Ever wondered why certain expressions of love resonate more with you than others? It's a question that's puzzled many, leading to the exploration of a fascinating concept known as love languages. These languages, in essence, are the unique ways we express and understand love, acting as the threads that weave the tapestry of our relationships. There are 5 love languages, each representing a different aspect of love. First, we have words of affirmation. This language revolves around verbal expressions of love and appreciation. It's about saying "I love you," giving compliments, or expressing gratitude. For those who value words of affirmation, hearing is truly believing. Next, there's acts of service. This language is all about action. It's about doing something for your partner that you know they would appreciate, like cooking a meal, tidying up, or fixing something that's broken. For people who resonate with this language, actions indeed speak louder than words. The third love language is receiving gifts. Now, don't confuse this with materialism. It's not about the price tag, but the thought that counts. It's about giving tokens of love, big or small, to show your partner that you know them and value them. Quality time is the 4th love language. This language is about giving your undivided attention to your partner. It's about turning off the television, putting down your phone, and being present, showing your partner that there's nowhere else you'd rather be. Finally, we have physical touch. This language is about the power of physical connection. It's not just about intimacy, but also about holding hands, hugging, or a gentle touch on the arm. For those who communicate love through physical touch, such gestures provide a sense of safety and belonging. Understanding these languages is the first step in deciphering the language of love. By recognizing the ways we naturally express and perceive love, we can better communicate our needs and understand the needs of our partners, fostering stronger bonds and deeper connections in our relationships. Imagine a world where words of love and affirmation are seldom heard. Imagine the silence that fills the space where reassuring whispers, uplifting compliments, and heartfelt confessions once resided. This is the reality when the love language of words of affirmation is neglected. Words of affirmation, a language of love that thrives on vocal expressions, is a powerful tool for conveying love and appreciation. It's not just about the grand declarations of love, but also the small, seemingly insignificant compliments and words of encouragement that, when said with sincerity, can light up a person's world. However, when this love language is overlooked, the effects can be deeply unsettling. The absence of these words can cause a deafening silence that can leave one feeling unappreciated, unloved, and unheard. A simple phrase like "I appreciate you" or "I am proud of you" can go a long way. But in its absence, a feeling of worthlessness may creep in. It's not that the lack of words means a lack of love, far from it. It's that for those who value words of affirmation, these verbal cues serve as a comforting reminder of the love that exists. The absence of these affirming words can lead to a void that can be difficult to fill with other expressions of love. In neglecting words of affirmation, we risk creating a barrier of misunderstanding. We risk allowing the person we love to question their worth and our feelings towards them. It's like whispering into a well. Your words, your love, disappearing into the depths, unheard and unappreciated. Remember, words of affirmation don't have to be elaborate sonnets or grand declarations. They can be as simple as "Thank you for being you," or as reassuring as "I love you and I'm here for you." These simple affirmations can be the bridge that connects two hearts, the melody that dances in the silence. When words of love fall silent, hearts can grow silent too. So let your words be the echo in the silence, the affirmation in the doubt, and the voice that says, "I see you, I appreciate you, and I love you." What if actions meant to express love go unnoticed or unappreciated? Acts of service, one of the 5 love languages, is a powerful yet often overlooked way of expressing love. It's about doing something for your partner that you know they would like, such as filling up their petrol tank, cooking a meal, or even doing the laundry. These are acts not of obligation but of service, actions willingly undertaken to ease the burdens of the person you love. But what happens when these gestures go unnoticed or unappreciated? When acts of service are overlooked, it can feel as if your love is invisible. It's like writing a heartfelt letter, only to have it remain unopened. You've put effort, thought, and care into something meant to bring comfort or happiness to your partner, And when it goes unnoticed, it can feel as if that love is being rejected. This can lead to feelings of resentment. It's not about seeking a reward for your actions, but rather about longing for the recognition that your efforts are seen, valued, and appreciated. It's about wanting your partner to understand that each act of service is a silent whisper of "I love you." Being taken for granted, on the other hand, can create a chasm of disconnect. If your acts of service are seen as obligations rather than gestures of love, it can make you feel more like a helper than a partner. It's as if your love is being translated into a language that your partner doesn't understand. But remember, communication is key. If you feel your acts of service are being overlooked, express your feelings to your partner. Help them understand that this is your unique way of saying "I love you." Every act of service is a silent "I love you." When overlooked, the message is lost. So let's ensure that these messages of love are received and appreciated, not just for the sake of the relationship, but for the sake of love itself. What if the gifts given in love are left unappreciated? Picture this. You've taken the time to select a thoughtful gift, something that speaks of your affection and consideration. Yet when presented, it's met with indifference, or worse, it's outright ignored. For those who speak the love language of receiving gifts, this situation can be deeply hurtful. Gifts in this context don't necessarily mean expensive or grand. They can be as simple as a handwritten note or a picked flower. It's the thought and effort behind these gifts that truly matter. When these tokens of affection are overlooked, it can lead to feelings of being undervalued, as if your expressions of love are not worth acknowledging. Remember, for some, receiving gifts is a crucial way of feeling loved and appreciated. It's a visual and tangible symbol of love. Gifts are physical symbols of love. Neglecting them can leave love unexpressed. What if your loved one seems too busy for you? Quality time as a love language is all about giving your undivided attention to your partner. It's about being present, right here, right now, without the distractions of daily life. But what happens when this time together is neglected? When quality time is replaced by screens, postponed plans, or half-hearted conversations, it can lead to a painful sense of disconnect. It's like being in the same room, but miles apart. The feeling of loneliness can creep in, even when you're not alone. And that's a lonely place to be. The missed moments, the unshared experiences, the conversations that never happened, they all add up. They create a void, a gap that can widen with time, leaving a person feeling unseen, unheard, and unloved. Time is the one thing we can never get back. Neglecting quality time can lead to lost moments in love. What if the touch that once comforted now feels distant? Physical touch, a language often associated with warmth and security, is more than mere skin contact. It's a silent dialogue, a subtle exchange of emotions, a way of saying, "I'm here for you." But what happens when this language is neglected? Imagine a relationship where hugs are seldom, hand-holding is rare, and a comforting pat on the back is practically non-existent. The absence of these small yet significant gestures can create a chasm, leading to feelings of emotional distance and insecurity. It's like being in a room filled with coldness, where the warmth has been siphoned off. Now think of a touch that's filled with affection, a touch that says, "I appreciate you, I understand you, I love you." This is the power of physical touch as a love language. It has the ability to bridge the emotional gap and bring us closer to our loved ones. Touch connects us. When it's neglected, we lose a vital connection. So what happens when love languages are neglected? A rhythm of love gets disrupted. The melody of connection fades, and the dance of love becomes a mere mechanical movement. We've journeyed through the 5 love languages: words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Each holds its unique resonance in the symphony of a relationship. Ignored words of affirmation can silence the music of love. Unseen acts of service can breed resentment. Unappreciated gifts can make one feel undervalued. Missed moments of quality time can create feelings of isolation. And the absence of physical touch can amplify emotional distance. These are not mere theories, but the heartbeats of our relationships. The importance of understanding and respecting love languages cannot be overstated. It's the key to unlocking deeper connections, fostering stronger bonds, and nurturing lasting love. Understanding and respecting love languages is key to a fulfilling relationship. Speak your partner's love language and watch your relationship blossom.